Hello, my name is W. I am the author of Bethany Pie. Bethany Pie is a performance in a INI configuration editor, graphical user interface for games such as Fallout 4, Skyrim Special Edition, and Starfield. Today I'm going to just show you how to basically download and install and use this. Click on the menu download button on the page. Open the file, extract all, show extracted files when complete. Double click Bethany, and you can close out all of this, get that out of the way so you can see everything. Choose the game. We're going to choose Starfield today. You're going to be greeted with the setup path. You're going to want to choose the game path and the INI path. The INI path should be automatically detected and selected for you. So, for Xbox Windows Store games and the Game Pass version that a lot of you will be playing this on is going to be wherever your Xbox Games folder is on your local disk. Starfield content. You're going to want to see this data directory and the folder be in content when you hit select folder. All right. If you're doing Steam, it's going to be on, you can typically find Steam in program files x86, but I installed it directly to my C drive because when you're modding the game, generally speaking, that's good practice to eliminate some issues with user account control that can come up. Same thing, want to see that data directory. In this case, you'll see Starfield down here. Hit select folder. Either way is whichever game you're using. You have the restore backup button here. That's for later after you've saved your any files. If you need to restore backup, you can do so right here. Click the OK button and it will load all of your settings and load the interface. And you can see that, okay, you can change all kinds of things here. Most of you want to just hit load loose files, hit file, save. It'll save Starfield custom.ini, and that is all you really need to do to enable modding. And you can go on your merry way. It will only ask to save any files that you actually modify. So if you modify, say, your screen resolution to be whatever weird screen resolution you want, you would file save, and it will ask you to save the relevant ini file. In this case, it would be Starfield Prefs. Hit yes, and it will only save that. So as you tweak many settings in here, some of them will save one INI file or another. And you can tell which one is going to save or change by looking here. You can actually right-click the setting if you want to see a little window. In the future, I will have photos that will show kind of what you're changing. And it'll say what ini file, in this case the ultra ini file, will be changed if you edit this. So we can just move that slider however far we want. This is in meters of the first shadow cascade split distance, which is just fancy game talk for this is how far that we want the highest quality shadows to show from me. And you can adjust that to 0 or to 35. Whichever you want. And if you change that, if you hit File Save, it will ask you to save that relevant ini file, which would be the ultra ini file. Hit Yes. Once you've made all your edits, and all these are explained when you hover over them. And please do read all of these before you apply any changes, because sometimes things don't do exactly what you expect them to do. You'll notice here render resolution scale and dynamic resolution scale. What are those? If you right click on, well, you can right click or you can just hover over it and it will show you what it's doing. sets the internal render resolution scale that will then be upscaled to your resolution. This slider is bigger than the in-game slider and will very much improve performance if set lower at the expense of visuals. The reason being, if you have it at basically a 4K resolution and you set this at 10%, you're basically rendering this at 344 by 144 resolution, which is worse than 240p. Don't do that unless you're on an absolute potato. All right? I'm not going to go over all these settings. You can figure out whatever you want to do. Just know that if you do make a change that you don't like, you can go back to the Setup tab, restore backup, and you can... Oh, you have to have exited the app once. You have to have exited the app once for that to populate. And relaunch. Edit setup, and now your backups will be there. Okay, that was the backup that we created just now. And there's also a first time backup in case you want to go back to the state it was before you did anything in here. You just hit that, close out, yes, and that will have restored everything to how it was before you ran the app. And that's it in a nutshell. Enjoy, happy tweaking, and enjoy the game.